And as we welcome you back to the Greater Tacoma Convention Center, we'll toss it on down to our public service announcer as he introduces today's contesting teams.
Good evening, volleyball fans, and welcome to the 2017 NWAC Championships. This evening's games feature on court 1, the visiting North 2 seed Edmonds Tritons. The Tritons will be opposed by the East Division, the East number 1 seed North Idaho Cardinals. And on court 2, the visitors are the West number 4 seed Centralia Trailblazers. They'll be opposed by the North 1 seed Bellevue Bulldogs. All matches at this year's tournament are brought to you by our sponsors, Red Lion Hotels and Inns, Washington State National Guard, Baden Sports, Under Armour, the Tacoma South Sound Sports Commission, and our host, Pierce College. The 3 core principles of the NWAC are character, competition, and community. The NWAC encourages you as a fan to enjoy the competition, cheer the athletes, and respect those involved. Good sportsmanship is at the core of competition, and the NWAC asks that you refrain from swearing and derogatory remarks directed at the student athletes, officials, and other fans. Failure to adhere to this responsibility will be cause for removal. And now let's meet our teams. First on court 1. The Edmonds Tritons. Number 5, Sierra Hatton. The libero is number 6, Emily Jordan. Number 7, Allison Banks. Number 9, Kendall Brochat. Number 11, Macy Magri. Number 12, Michelle Dimitrek. And number 18, Sydney Lawrence. For the opposing North Idaho Cardinals, number 1, Haley Enner. Number 5, Harley Cope. Number 6, Haley Templeton. Number 7, Holly Hess. Number 9, Kayla Newman. Number 12, Macy Decor. And the libero is number 15, Rachel Leshikar. The officials on court 1. I don't have last names this time. It's Paul, Bill, Nikki, and Jason. On court 2, the Centralia Trailblazers. Number 1, Alexis Howard Johnson. Number 4, Peyton Timmons, excuse me. Number 6, Kendall Camoza. Number 7, Skyla Kunihisa. Number 9, Autumn Durand. The libero is number 11, Nicole Durea. And number 15, Carrie Sathri. For the Bulldogs, number 2, Rayleigh Holst. Number 4, Tia Lawrence. Number 6, Avery Dyer. The libero is number 7, Erica Weber. Number 8, Megan Rogers. Number 12, Carly Roll. And number 15, Abby Cole. The officials on court 2. Paul, Barb Sylvie, Sydney Spray, and Jennifer. I'm sorry I didn't write all the names down. So let's play some volleyball.
And a big welcome back to the Greater Tacoma Convention Center as we're set for another B bracket matchup between the Edmonds Tritons and the North Idaho Cardinals. Again, a B bracket matchup means a best of 3 match. First 2 sets of 25 and the third, if necessary, 2:15. Hello, everybody. I'm Wes Tucker, and I'm going to be keeping you company over here on Court 1 for the rest of today, as we're just about ready to get rolling. Again, the North Idaho Cardinals against the Edmonds Tritons. Our starters look something like this. For the Cardinals, it will be Haley Eder, Harley Cope, Haley Templeton, Haley Hess, Kayla Newman, and Macy DeCoeur. And for the Tritons, the starters are going to be Sierra Hayden, Allison Banks, Kendall Broshot, Macy Magri, Michelle Dimitrick, and Sydney Lawrence. And we're set to go as the first serve of the game is going to go well wide, coming from Sierra Hayden. Liberos, going to be Emily Jordan for the Tritons, and Rachel Leshkar for the Cardinals, as this is set up on the outside. Good opportunity there. Leshkar on the dig. And put down, courtesy of Macy DeCoeur. The sophomore out of Coeur d'Alene went to Lake City High School. A 2-0 lead for the Cardinals. Leshkar's serve up at the net, and just clearing it that time is going to be Banks. DeCoeur outside again, and a great block up front by Sydney Lawrence. And now Lawrence will check out, and Samantha Fast will check in for the Tritons. 2-1 our score. The serve from Fast. Set up and put across, this time by Hess. Set up by Templeton, and on a touch, the point will go to North Idaho. Macy DeCoeur will mosey her way back to the line, and she'll be the next server. Banks on the outside, and dug out nicely by Hess, and it'll go out of bounds off a touch. Looks like Banks just couldn't get full enough extension on the dive, making it 4-1. Serve coming over from DeCoeur, set up at the net, and a good poke over by Brasha. Set up, Brochette again, and nobody will get to this one. And it'll be Macy Magri going back to serve for the Tritons. 4-2, North Idaho with the lead. And Magri all set to roll. Magri with a running approach to the serve. Lishkar set up on the outside and on a touch. And I don't think they're going to be able to. They will get it over. And this time, the point will go to the Cardinals. Doing battle for that one was Haley Eder. 5-2 North Idaho. And serving now is Newman. Broshot able to keep it in. Down low, and Broshot's got to put it across. Set up at the net by Templeton. On the outside is Eder. And skipping off the net and set back across. That time it won't clear the net. Was Michelle Dimitrick, the freshman outside hitter from Cascade High School in Everett, Washington. that just couldn't clear the net that time. And the serve comes over. Dimitrick. And it's got to be put across by Broshot. Set up outside, and nicely done by Haley Hess. 7-2 early in set one. Meanwhile, over on court number 2, a game between the Bulldogs and the Trailblazers is tied at 5 in the first set. As this one's set by Templeton. And a good piece of defensive work up front, but it looks like 4 touches on the side of the Cardinals will send a point the way of the Tritons. And back to serve is going to be Dimitrick. Dimitrick just skipping over the net. Templeton sets on the outside, and the kill completed by Haley Hess. The sophomore from Shelley, Idaho, getting her money's worth so far. And now the serve from Eder. Outside set up, and collecting the kill is Allison Banks. Banks coming from a little further down south. Murrieta. And here comes the serve. Templeton sets. And this one's going to be tapped gingerly over. And brought down softly. A good attempt by Christensen to dive for it. Christensen out of Pocatello, Idaho. And here comes the serve. Pass backwards. And put across, skipping across the net, right into the arm of Magri. Templeton sets outside, and Hess collects the point on the tip out of bounds. 9-5 the score here early in set one. A 7-7 score over on court 2. And Pedro Julio on the call over there. Outside set up, and right between 2 North Idaho defenders. You can credit that one to Allison Banks. And now Banks will head back to serve. The Tritons trailing by 3. And service error from Banks makes the game 10-6. And Hess will go back to serve. Hess ready to roll. Serve up and over. Waiting for it was Courtney Anthony. And now a kill collected by Sierra Hayden. 10-7. And back she will go to serve. And we'll have one more broadcasted game for you. Here on court 1 will be some A bracket volleyball, as that one goes out of bounds off the hand of Magri, a point for the Cardinals. And after the next game, it will conclude our broadcast day here. We'll see bright and early at 10 a.m. tomorrow for some Survival Saturday. Keeping it up. Able to come away with it, Templeton. And nobody will get this one. It's going to be touched 4 times on the side of North Idaho. 11-8 the score. And Samantha Fast will come in to do the serving. Set up on the inside. And just able to keep it, as 4 touches on the side of Edmonds will give North Idaho a point. And everybody on the Edmonds bench seems to think the ball cleared. Head coach Tony Miranda having a conversation with the official. Nonetheless, 12-8 our score. North Idaho with a 4-point lead. Magri sets up at the net. Templeton sets. And that time a soft attempt by Eder is enough to get the point. 13-8. Service. Magri on the outside. And good block up front by Eder. And a timeout will be taken by the Tritons. And we'd like to take this time to remind you today's game brought to you by Lynn Benton. Prepare for an inspired future at Lynn Benton Community College in Albany, Oregon. You get a personalized support, small classes, and you save money. Train for a job, get your bachelor's degree started, or check out the degree partnership program with OSU. LBCC, inspired.
My name is John Archuleta, and I'm a loan service bankruptcy officer with STCU. I help members that are struggling with their financial obligations. A lot of times people feel as if they're not good enough. Their finances are telling them that they should have known better. Our goal really is the financial health and well-being of the member. We are our members. Our members are us. We don't have investors here. We're not protecting the investor's bottom line. No matter what's going on, we're dealing with people's lives. I'm John Archuleta, and STCU is here for good.
Today's game also brought to you by the U.S. Army. Looking for a challenge? Push yourself further. It begins when you enlist as a soldier in the U.S. Army. You'll be trained in one of more than 150 career fields and can even earn money for college if you qualify. To find out more, visit your local Army recruiter or log on to goarmy.com. And all set again to serve is DeCoeur. Cardinals lead 14-8 here in set one. And off we go. Magri on the outside. And a double touch on Haley Templeton. So a point will go the way of the Tritons. 14-9 our score. And Banks will check back in as Macy Magri comes away with the serve. Passed up front, and it's got to be cleared by Hess. Magri on the set. On the outside, the kill collected by Dimitrick. So Magri will go back again. Set up on the outside, and out of bounds. Too much power off the hand of Kayla Newman. And score now 14-11. Magri on the serve. Set up by Templeton. And Eder comes away with it. (15-11) the score. And serve comes across from Newman, set up, able to come away and get the point. That time is going to be the Tritons. And that'll send Dimitrick back to serve. And service ace for Dimitrick. 15-14. Pardon, 13. And timeout will be called, so away we step. But plenty more coming your way after this. Today's game also brought to you by Clark College. Clark College in Vancouver, Washington is enrolling for winter quarter. Whether you want to advance your career, complete a degree, or earn your high school diploma, Clark College can help you reach your goals. Visit clark.edu to learn more. As the first point after the timeout is going to go the way of the Tritons, making it 15-14. It'll be Dimitrick on her way back to serve. Serve up and over. Set by Templeton outside, and Eder comes away with it. 16-14. And over on court number 2, a 14-13 lead for the Bellevue Bulldogs over the Centralia Trailblazers. That game in set 1 as well. Serve comes over from Eder, and it's passed backwards. 17-14. And up it goes, crossing the net, waiting for it. He is Jordan. Set up front by Eder, and Hess puts it across. Jordan waits for it again. Here's Dimitrick. And finding the blue that time for an Edmonds point. (17-15), a 2-point lead. And here it comes. Waiting for it, DeCour, set up by Templeton. And that point is going to go to the Tritons. It was touched twice out there by Templeton. Making it a 17-16 game. North Idaho clinging to a 1-point lead. And here comes a serve from Jordan. Templeton outside for Hess, handled by Dimitrick. Outside again. And DeCour comes away with it. Outside for Hess once more. And some good work there by Lawrence. Outside set. Here comes Hess with the kill. (18-16) the score. And away goes the serve from Templeton. Templeton plays it. Larshik. And now Hess again, waiting for it. Dimitrick. And out of bounds. A point for the Cardinals. Out of bounds that time off the hand of Sierra Hayden. Sierra Hayden, the freshman out of Twin Falls High School in Twin Falls, Idaho. And service error from Templeton. 19-17 our score. And back to serve will be Courtney Anthony. Passed awkwardly, and it's going to have to be cleared by Hess, and it's down! Hess able to find no man's land. And the Cardinals break the 20-point threshold first. Serve into the net, service error for Hess. And making her way back for service is going to be Hayden. Serve from Hayden, just over. Larshik waiting for it, set up outside. DeCour, that point will go to North Idaho. Some contact made with the boundary marker up there by Sydney Lawrence. And ready with the serve now, Larshik. Outside set, and Larshik can't handle it. Leshker not able to control that one. 21-19, a 2-point lead for the Cardinals. Leshkar able to get this one. Set up by Templeton on the outside. DeCour puts it down. Macy DeCoeur taking care of business up front, 22-19. And now DeCoeur to serve. Magri sets up on the outside, and Dimitrick punishes that ball. 22-20. And Macy Magri back to serve. Ball up, clears the net. And it's got to be set across this time by Newman. Dimitrick across. Leshkar. And Eder! 23-20. Serve up and dug out by Dimitrick. It's got to be put over by Jordan. Outside set up, and Eder collects the point. Set point number 1 for North Idaho, and a timeout called by Edmonds. So we'll be back with more right after this.
My name is John Archuleta, and I'm a loan service bankruptcy officer with STCU. I help members that are struggling with their financial obligations. A lot of times people feel as if they're not good enough. Their finances are telling them that they should have known better. Our goal really is the financial health and well-being of the member. We are our members. Our members are us. We don't have investors here. We're not protecting the investor's bottom line. No matter what's going on, we're dealing with people's lives. I'm John Archuleta, and STCU is here for good.
So ready to resume play. Set point number 1. A little too early for match point. Set point 1 for North Idaho. Serve coming across. Set by Magri on the outside. Here's Dimitrick, and it's touched, giving a point to the Tritons. So that'll bring around set point number 2. Templeton with the set, and Eder has it handled by Jordan. Outside it goes, and a good kill that time. It'll be a point for Edmonds. And now a timeout taken by North Idaho. So we'll step away again. Conclusions of set 1 after this. So 24-22 is our score. This will be set point number 3 for North Idaho. And ready to serve is going to be Dimitrick, as she will have to be perfect in order for Edmonds to come back and take this first set. Backwards it goes. It has to be put across by Hess. Waiting for it, Dimitrick. Set up by Magri. Outside. And down it goes. A point for the Tritons. Set point number 4 for North Idaho. Dimitrick to serve. Set by Templeton outside. Here comes Hess. And that's down. Set number 1 will go to the North Idaho Cardinals, a score of 25-23. And before we send you away, we'd like to remind you today's game brought to you by Pierce College. Celebrating 50 years of possibilities realized, Pierce College is here to guide you to student success. With more than 60 programs of study at Pierce College, it's a fit for you, your life, and your schedule, including short-term certificate programs, transfer degrees, and even baccalaureate degrees. Pierce provides flexible degree options to help you on your path, and your pathway is clear at Pierce College. Also brought to you by Clark College in Vancouver, Washington. They're now enrolling for winter quarter. Whether you want to advance your career, complete a degree, or earn your high school diploma, Clark College can help you reach your goals. Visit clark.edu to learn more.
LCC has definitely prepared me to transfer to Oregon State because it's helped me with my study skills. I'm a much harder worker than I was in high school.
I had a great support base by the staff, and I've made some great friends that I think I'll carry on with my life.
I've definitely loved my classes. I've learned a lot. It's been a healthy environment.
Don't be afraid to branch out. The people here are awesome. I'm going to be in it for a while, but down the road I'll be finishing up and be ready to join the workforce.
Soldiers in the Guard's intelligence field gather information on the enemy using a variety of tactics. Scanning foreign communications, conducting interrogations, and debriefing friendly contacts, all while delivering and coordinating data to help allies on the battlefield or stop civil emergencies. The enemy can't hide from Guard intelligence.
The challenges facing the country never stop. So neither does the U.S. Army. We train, adapt, and get smarter. Every soldier, every unit, every day. Not to keep up with change, but to drive it. Nobody knows what problems tomorrow will bring, but we do know who will solve them.
So first set has been concluded. North Idaho comes away with the win, 25-23. They lead 1-0 in this best 2 of 3 set matchup. And again, as usual, a big thank you to our producer and technician, Justin Ford. He does a great job. Will continue to do so. As we're just about ready to begin the second set, this will be the last set played to 25 in this match. Edmonds trying to force set number 3 as the liberos check in. We're about set to go. Serve will come from the far side. Hallie Hess will do the honors. We have the okay from the official, and off we go. Jordan waits for it. Magri up front, and it's got to be set across by Hayden. Outside, DeCoeur, and trying to pick the corner, but ultimately missing. The first point of set 2 will go to the Tritons. Meanwhile, over on court 2, it is a 19-18 lead for the Bellevue Bulldogs. That game still in set number 1. And off goes Samantha Fast. Outside for DeCoeur. And just able to save it. And on the outside now off the block, collecting the point for the Cardinals is Newman. 1-1. And back goes the Cardinals libero, Leshkar. Dimitrik on the outside, a block from North Idaho. 2-1 the score early in set number 2. Ball comes over, waiting for it is Hayden, set up by Magri in the middle. And that one handled by Templeton. DeCoeur tries to cross everybody up. And that point will go to the Tritons. Two to 2 our score. And back to serve now will be Macy Magri. Ball up and over, set by Templeton on the inside, and down on a touch by Allison Banks. 3-2 as these teams are trading blows back and forth. Meanwhile, on court 2, more discussion. Unsure what's going on over there as this one is passed awkwardly to the left, and Magri has to pass it across. Set by Templeton on the outside. Here comes Eder. And down, courtesy of Dimitrick, tying us at 3. So 3-all the score. And back to serve is Dimitrick. Templeton with the set up front. And another point for Edmonds. That one won't clear the net. So Edmonds leading 4-3, trying to force a third set. Up and over it goes. Leshkar and put down up front by Hayden. So ready again. Here comes the serve from Dimitrick. Templeton sets it across and no one can get to it. North Idaho collects a point. Serve comes up and over from Newman. Able to handle it back there is Newman. Now on the outside, here's Hess. And that one will go down on a touch. 5-all the score. And Newman to serve again. Ball up and over. Dimitrick on the dig. Set up by Magri on the outside. And Hayden is blocked up front. And more good work up front by Eder. Dug out. Set by Templeton. Outside. Eder off the block, out of bounds. A point for the Cardinals. And a reminder, we will have one more game for you right here on court 1. So scheduled start is 6:30. It's an A bracket matchup as that ball goes out of bounds. Another point to North Idaho. It'll be the Walla Walla Warriors, and they'll be playing the Chemeketa Storm. And this one is passed backwards. Jordan has to get to it and has to be put across. Set by Templeton on the outside and can't be handled. Hallie Hess. And a timeout taken by Edmonds. So we step away. The score 8-5 in set 2.
I'm Deborah Jackson. I work at STCU. During the windstorm of 2015, we were expecting that members would need any number of things. I was talking with a colleague. It popped into my head that why can't we do something to help offset that cost for our members and our community? So that day we came up with the Get It Fixed loan. Everyone was on board with it. It was done that day. Being part of this community and involved and invested as we are, when we see a need like that, we take the action. I'm Deborah Jackson, and STCU is here for good.
And as we welcome you back to court 1, over on court 2, still some conversation going on between the officials and the coaches. And it's been a long one. They've been out there talking for the last 15 minutes. That score is still 20-18 in the first set as we are at an 8-5 mark here in set 2. Waiting for it, Dimitrick, set up by Magri on the outside, and Banks puts it across, set by Templeton. On the outside, here comes Eder, and Hayden is dug out. Templeton passes up front to Hess. Hess with the soft approach this time. It's going to be put over by Hayden. And out of bounds and looking for a touch. We'll see. And North Idaho collects the point. And things just now resuming over on court 2. Magri passes up front. Hayden set by Templeton. Here comes Hess. And handled nicely by Dimitrick as it's just passed across. And Eder. And trying to pick the corner that time, but to no avail. And off the North Idaho block, it'll be a point for the Tritons. It'll be the libero Jordan going back to serve. Jordan ready. Ball across the net. And set by Templeton outside. Here comes Eder. Handled by Jordan and Hess. Here's Banks. And that's down. Nine to 7 the score. Edmonds down by 2. Ball headed backwards. Christensen. Up it goes, and Hess brings it down. And Bellevue at set point now, it seems. Over on court 2. As Eder will go back to serve for North Idaho. Dimitrick set up outside. Here comes Hayden, and it's in on the corner. (10-8), still a 2-point deficit. And heading back for Edmonds is going to be Courtney Anthony. Waiting for it, Newman. Now on the outside, that one is out of bounds. A point for the Tritons. 10-9 our score. Ball up and over, waiting for it's Newman, set up by Templeton on the outside, and Hess out of bounds. We're tied at 10. Again, Edmonds trying to force that third and final set. Serve comes up. Set by Templeton on the outside, and Hess is handled nicely by Dimitrick. And Lawrence can't clear the net. And a conclusion of the first set finally over on court 2. It was won by the Bellevue Bulldogs. Set by Templeton outside. DeCoeur, it's down. A point for the Cardinals. Again, 2 simultaneous broadcasts happening right now. Court number 2 features the Bellevue Bulldogs and the Centralia Trailblazers. Pedro Julio calling that game over there. As we get ready over here, North Idaho, the 1-point lead. Ball comes up, skips across the net. Templeton sets on the outside, and DeCoeur. Templeton again, they're going to try DeCoeur once more, and this time it'll fall. 13-11. And going back to serve for the Cardinals is going to be Hallie Hess. Serve comes across from Hess, set by Magri, and Lawrence on the edge. 13-12. And serving now is going to be Samantha Fast. Templeton sets on the outside. Newman, Lesker able to get to it. And Newman again. And this one won't clear the net. Another point for the Cardinals, 14-12. As we approach the 15-point benchmark, we remind you we have one more broadcasted game for you right here on Court 1. Be a good matchup between the Warriors and the Storm. Templeton sets near side, DeCour. And now outside for Dimitrick. Put up, Newman. Magri. And back across it goes. Templeton again, and out of bounds. Hard fought point for the Tritons. And a little audio difficulty there. We apologize for that. And it will be Magri to serve, just skipping over the net, set by Templeton, and Eder. It was touched twice out there by Templeton, tying us up at 14. So Magri will go back to serve again. Ball up. Leschar waits for it, set by Templeton. And in comes Newman. 15-14. And now all set is DeCour. And timeout called. So we will step away. A nail biter, 15-14 in set number 2.
The first day of school is kind of scary. You don't know your teachers yet or who your friends will be. But school is really important. It's how you learn things and grow.
Okay, I'm ready.
You're gonna do great, Mommy.
For you. For them. Clark College. Get started today at clark.edu.
I'm Keith Appleton, Education Outreach Officer at STCU. I have been labeled as frugal. I'm more motivated by saving money than I am about spending money. I essentially have had the same vehicle for nearly half of my life. It's absolutely practice what you preach. One of my passions is mountain biking, and one of the ways that I can afford to have a quality mountain bike is by cutting expenses in other areas of my life. STCU has given me an opportunity to share things that I've learned with the community. I'm Keith Appleton, and STCU is here for good.
And about halfway through set number 2, it's a 15-14 score. North Idaho with a 1-point lead. And a 1-0 lead for North Idaho. As we get set, it'll be DeCour to serve for the Cardinals. Dimitrick outside set up, and Banks puts it down. Tied at 15. So a tight set number 2. It was a tight set number 1 as well. The final score of that one was 25-23. And here it comes across the net on the outside, and that is going to be down. A point for the Cardinals off the touch of Banks. And it'll be Newman to serve, 16-15. Ball comes across, Dimitrick, Magri up front trying to set up Banks, and a good block. And it's going to have to be passed across, waiting for it. Newman set up by Templeton, and Eder able to keep it across. Set up again outside, and here comes Hess, and it's down off a block. 17-15. And a timeout taken by Edmonds. So away again, we shall step.
I am strong. I won't give up.
I put my heart into the game.
I learned from my mistakes.
Focus.
Determination. Confidence. I trust my gut. No limits.
Preparation.
Dedication. Leadership. I want to make my team and family proud.
Be an inspiration for other girls who like sports.
Join the movement.
So 17-15 is our score here in set number 2. And it'll be Newman to do the serving. Serve is up. Jordan waits for it. Magri sets on the outside, and down it goes for a North Idaho point. It couldn't clear the net that time off the hand of Hayden. 18-15. And serve skips off the net that time from Newman, and well saved, but it'll be passed out of bounds. 18-16 the score. And Emily Jordan will serve. Waiting for it in the back that time, Christensen. And that'll fall out of bounds on North Idaho point. 19-16. Get a 1-0 lead. Magri sets up outside. Hayden tries to push it across. Christensen waiting for it. Outside for Hess. And able to come away, and down it goes. It'll be a point there. 19-17 our score now. And all set we are to go. Dimitrick with the serve, and that one handled well. Outside, and that ball will have to be hit back across by Dimitrick, and that's down, 19-18. And that's going to warrant a timeout by North Idaho. So away again we step, and we'll be right back after this. And back we are, a 19-18 lead for the North Idaho Cardinals. As this set has been close the whole way. Courtney Anthony to serve. Ball clears, waiting for it. Newman set up on the outside. Here comes Hess. Able to keep it up, and Dimitrick puts it across. Templeton again on the set. This time it's going to be Newman down. North Idaho crosses the 20-point mark. It's 20-18. And back to serve is Templeton. Magri able to get to that one. Christensen passes up front, and Hess. Now Templeton again, and here comes Newman. Outside it goes. Templeton again. DeCoeur. And down it goes. A point for the Tritons. So 20-19 is where our score rests for the moment. Up and across the net it goes. Lichkar waiting for it. Set up on the outside. Here comes DeCour. And Hayden puts it down off the block. 20-20. Serve up and across. And no, not across. It'll be a service error, giving the Cardinals a point. They now lead 21-20. So things continue to stay interesting over here as the serve comes up and across from Hess. And that one out of bounds. It'll be a point for the Tritons. We're tied at 21. And the Tritons fighting to stay alive, trying to force set number 3. And here comes the serve across from Fast. Outside and off the block, a point for the Cardinals. 22-21. And now the North Idaho Libera, Leshkar, Courtney Anthony, Magri, and that point will go to the Cardinals. It was touched twice on the side of the Tritons. So 2 points is what separates North Idaho from a victory. Set by Magri on the outside, and a good block up front by Eder. Eder able to get to it, and DeCour puts it back across. Jordan waits for it. Set up by Magri on the outside, and out of bounds. A point to the Cardinals, and match point number 1 it becomes. Leshkar to serve. Serve up and across. Magri sets it. Outside, Leshkar passes it out of bounds. Match point number 2 for North Idaho. So here comes match point number 2. Magri will have to be perfect to force a third set. As it's down, North Idaho claims the victory, 25-22 and 2-0. They will live to play another day. Edmonds had a great tournament, and we'll see them next year. Don't go anywhere. Audio will cut out, and we'll be right back after this. And a big welcome in to Haley Eder. How you feeling down there?
Great. That was a great win.
Absolutely. A true team win for you. 2-0
Yes.
over the Edmond Tritons. So what's the mood down there? We saw a lot of excitement, but you personally, what are you feeling?
Oh, just a lot of pride for my school. Every team's gunning for us, so every single game is going to be really tough. So we just have to work as a team.
All right, and you guys outlasted a very tough Edmonds team. A couple of very competitive sets. Back and forth, the points were trading for a while. So, again, mental toughness, a key aspect here.
Yes. Yeah, they were a really tough team, so a lot of respect for them. They really put up a fight.
All right, and you guys are going to be playing again tomorrow. You have a chance to come all the way back. It looks like LCC is going to be your opponent.
Yep, we're ready. We don't care who the opponent is. We're just going to bring our game.
All right, I like the attitude, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
A big thank you for coming on our post-game show here, and for everybody here at the NWAC. our technician and engineer, Justin Ford. I'm Wes Tucker, and we'll see you in a few minutes for more A Bracket Volleyball. Take care, everybody.